Dear friends, let me welcome you to the video tutorial on research statistics using SPSS. Now, in this video, we are moving on to the experimental studies, how you can analyze the results of your experimental study. Before moving to the statistical part, let me give you a basic idea about the experimental studies. In experimental studies, we will do an experiment. Before doing the experimental, there will be one control group and experimental group. To the control group, we will not give any experiment, while for the experimental group, we will give the experiment. Then before conducting the experiment, we will take the scores of both the control and experimental group, which we call the pretest. Then after giving the experiment to the experimental group, we take again the scores of both control and experimental group, and then we will compare the results of, we will compare the means of pretest and post-test. So this is how basically the experimental studies are conducted. So in experimental studies, the first thing that we do, the first statistics that we do is we will check whether there will be any difference in the pre-test scores of both the control and experimental group. Let me tell you, before the experiment, there won't be any difference in the pre-test scores, because we are taking equal groups, the groups will be equated, so we cannot see any major difference in the pre-test scores. Maybe after the experiment we will see whether it is different or not. So now first we are trying to see the pre-experimental scores, pre-test scores of both the control and experimental group. So for that I have the data set. Let me this is the data sheet for doing the statistics for experimental study. Let me give you a brief idea about what is this data set is about. You can see in variable there is group. This group is nothing but, you can see this is control and experimental group. There are two groups, one is control group and the other is experimental group. Then we have pre-test scores for knowledge dimension, pre-test scores for understanding, pre-test scores for application. Then all these three will lead to the total score of pre-test. This is the pre-test total score, pre-test total score. Then after conducting the experiment, we will take the post score of knowledge, post score of understanding, post score of application, and we will get a post total score for the post test. This is the post total score. Now something you can see, D post total, which is nothing but the delayed post score, post test score. After conducting the post test, we will give some break, then again a test will be conducted. This is what the delayed post total is about. Then there is gender and locality. Now we are going to see whether there is any difference among the groups, the control and experimental group, on their pre-total score, pre-test total score. To do that, as you know, we are comparing the two groups. In that case, we will go for the independent sample t-test, because both the samples are independent. The control group and experimental group are totally independent from one another. So to calculate that, we will go to the now one more thing, there are, let us see how many scores are, only 44 scores are there. So to conduct the independent sample tests, which we had seen in one of the video tutorials, we will go to analyze, then we will see the compare means, then paired independent sample t-test we will select, then we will select the test variable, which is the pre-test total score, which will be taken to the test variable. Then the grouping variable will be the control and experimental group, which we will take to the grouping variable. Then you have to click on define groups. If it is defined, you don't have to do, otherwise you can click on group 1, group 2, continue. Now you can see the options, everything is okay. Continue, bootstrap, you don't have to do anything. Now you simply click on OK. Now the output is generated. We can go to the output page. Yeah, this is the output. See what you can see. You can see the control group total number is 22, the mean is 11. For experimental group again number is 22, the total number of students, the mean is 12. So even from this you can make an understanding that there is no much difference in the mean scores. Now let us see again, verify from our t-test. This is the t-test score. So for t-test score, let us see the, you have to see the t-value. This is the t-value. This is the t-value. Then coming to the significance value, this is the significance value 0.112. Friends, of course it is greater than 0.05, which means that there is no significant difference between the mean scores of both experimental and control group, which is statistically very true. Why? Because before the experiment the mean should remain the same, because both the groups are equated. There won't be much difference between the control and experimental group. Their academic achievement, their scores on any test will be, you will get the same score for both the control and experimental group, and therefore the mean scores of pre-test will remain the same, which you can see from this significance value. Since it is greater than 0.05, there is, we can tell that there is no significant difference between the control and experimental group. Maybe let us see after the experimental group, after the experiment there can have changes. So friends, this is how you will do the what we call the comparison of pre-test scores. In research you might have seen, usually we write an objective like to compare the pre-test mean scores of control group and experimental group. This is one of the most commonly used objective in experimental studies, and this is how we do the statistics for such an objective. Friends, thank you for watching this video.